Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. With my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this may be, I don't know, the most unlikely Super Bowl run we've seen in a long time. You think about it, the Bengals had not won a playoff game since January of 1991, yet here they are, the AFC champs.
And sometimes you just get on a good run, and it works out very well for you. But remember, they've been to the Super Bowl twice in their history prior. Super Bowl 16 and 23, unfortunately. They ran into who both times?
Well, it's Joe Montana, right?
Right, and the 49ers. And the second time in the exact same stadium we're in today, right here in Miami. So here's their chance for redemption, trying to get that done. And they had their chances before. Boomer Esiason was their quarterback. Ickey Woods running the football. But now this team, they have a chance to write their own history in this big game.
Meanwhile, the Arizona Cardinals into the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history, and they're trying to win their first NFL title since the Truman administration when they were the Chicago Cardinals in 1947. It's currently the longest championship drought in the NFL.
And they've moved a couple of times since then as well. From St. Louis, now out to Arizona, they've been identified differently too. St. Louis, then they were Phoenix, now the Arizona Cardinals. But you think back to 2009, Super Bowl 43 in Tampa, when Larry Fitzgerald caught that pass down the middle and was running towards the end zone, you thought to yourself, they're going to win this game. But unfortunately for them, Ben Roethlisberger hooked up with Santonio Holmes, 35 seconds left on the clock. They lost 27-23, but now a chance to claim a Super Bowl title. This team has to be amped. They have to be excited. They'll be ready to play.
The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here we go. What a wild ride it's been over the last 16 months or so for Kyler Murray. A top 10 pick in the baseball draft, then the Heisman Trophy, the #1 overall selection in the 2019 football draft, and now here he is, both trying to give the Cardinals their first ever Super Bowl victory and trying to become the first rookie quarterback to win a Super Bowl at the same time. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Following the fumble recovery, McDonald under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's his 2nd fumble here in the 1st quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. 50 out. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Tough dances by him. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 14 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray going to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Ready. Quick exit. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Shoot.
On 1st down, McDonald being chased out left. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. McDonald escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Steps away to his left. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Tough. And he's got room. Does the big boy have the juice? And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They're rolling that right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined?
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again. We get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Tough. Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down.
57, Mike 57. Man, I got you.
Now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald binds, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
On the ball.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McDonald flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check.
On 4th down, McDonald rolling to his left. Open man, Erickson, that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
You don't want it. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on a...
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Bengals have recovered it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's got it to Williams. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just take the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Tough. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now on first down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on third and long. Murray, it's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's has been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McDonald, he'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. It's complete to Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Go! 60 or.
Throwing on first down. McDonald flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tommy Sweeney, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Larry Fitzgerald, 56 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, past the 20, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely, that's been... And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was trying to force it to his tight end Clay there, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing to start the drive. McDonald, he'll run it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a bad.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals defense gearing up as they take the field. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he's going to go down again. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.